Hey there, Descendants, my fellow Americans, and people in other countries around the world. How are y'all doing today? Hope you're all doing well. Before we get into today's video, if you do enjoy the content that you see, please do consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Thank you so much, I genuinely do appreciate it. And I also do just want to say that if I sound like I'm a little bit under the weather, I still am, unfortunately. So please just bear with me. But yeah, today we're just going to be talking about skins, the individual skins, slash exclusive skins, the universal skins, all that jazz. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Alrighty, so first things first, I just want to get this out of the way straight off the bat. There are about 30 universal skins between both male and female descendants currently available in the game. If we head over to the shop here, let me see. Let me go to themed skins, regular skins. Let's see here. So we have the Edgy Mood set, of course. We have the Viva Sparkling. There's a lot of stuff available. I mean, they released this back in November. They released the Edgy Mood set. Or I think actually Urban Sprinter set was in December. And then I think the Viva Sparkling set was in November. And then I believe the Lounge Underwear set was late October. And then same for the Lounge Casual set, and then the After a Shower set. And stuff like that. But, if I just pull up my Inez here and then go to Customize, I don't have all the Universal skins, but I have quite a bit of them. Let's see, I wish I could sort them by Universal to specific, but this one's Universal. I mean, there's a lot, right? There's the Nier set that released back in September. The Gilded Death Blossom set that came out last summer. Or I think it was spring, actually. I'm sorry. There's quite a bit. There's definitely more exclusive skins than there are for the universal skins, but there's still quite a bit of universal skins. And so, pertaining to the universal skins, as you can see for my Edgy Mood skin, I do have a couple of paints applied here. So when you apply this skin to a different descendant, use Bunny as an example here. As you can see, the exact same paints can be applied to the skin for a different descendant. So that means that you don't have to use another paint for the same skin for a different descendant. So I think that's quite nice. And as for, the community's sentiment towards them releasing more exclusive skins than universal skins at the moment, I feel like they're treating Nexon a bit unfairly, just in the simple regard of, they're acting as if they're not releasing universal skins at all, when that just simply isn't the case. Of course, the Love Dub set, along with the 3 dragon skins, are returning, right? They're returning skins from last year, but there's still, these are 4 universal skins that are available for a set count of the female descendants that are currently in the game. They're not available for every female descendant in the game, as you can see right here. They're available for 9 of them, but that's still over half the roster, right? And then someone had, mentioned to me, they were like, hey, why didn't they do these for, the newer descendants as well? And there might just be, legalities attached to that. They might just not be able to do something like that. It might just cost them way too much, money and resources to do stuff like that. I mean, it probably cost them money to even bring these back in the first place, right? So you got to think about that, because these were originally supposed to be limited time offer skins. But now it says this product may be sold again, as you can see right down here, which is very nice of them. They didn't even have to bring these back in the first place, right? I feel like we should at least be appreciative of that, even if we're not necessarily exactly happy with it. I'm happy with it. I don't have any issues with it, personally speaking. Speaking of universal skins, in March we're actually receiving 3 brand new universal skins from the skin contest that they held last year as well. Gonna bring these up on screen for you. And in April we're receiving, these are exclusive skins, but we're receiving, I believe it's 10 to 12 different exclusive skins, and we're also receiving a universal skin, I believe, in March for our fellows, and then we're also receiving a universal skin in April, I believe, with the ballroom set that's coming out for the male descendants. So but like I said, I don't want to alienate anybody here, and I don't want to, meet negativity with negativity. That's not what I'm trying to do with this video. Just trying to bring a little bit of insight as to why, the skin situation is the way it is right now. I also heard from, another content creator, Metally GG, you might know who he is. But he and I kind of had a conversation about it in Discord as to Nexon's quote-unquote greed and stuff like that. And the reason, and he and I speculated that the reason why they may be releasing as many skins as they are, the last few months, is simply because they're trying to get out of a financial hole, so to speak. Nexon probably, loaned a lump sum of cash to Magnum Studios to go ahead and get this project off the ground and stuff like that. And so I believe that Magnum Studios is still in the hole to their publisher Nexon, financially speaking, and they probably just have to pay their way out of it still. And this might be going on for the next year, 2, 3 years. None of us know, of course. I don't know the specifics. I don't know the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. I'm just speculating. Also, can I just say the blue flower skin is fucking gorgeous? I absolutely adore this skin. This has quickly become one of my favorite skins in the entire game. Right up there with Gilded Death Blossom for me personally. I love this skin quite a bit as well. And, to showcase once again that the paints do carry over from Inez to Bunny for this specific skin. Where is it? There it is. As you can see, I have a couple different paints on this one for Bunny than I do for Inez, but as you can see, they definitely do carry over, and you don't have to purchase them twice. Also, if you're a new player, pro tip, head over here to the ETA Zero shop, head down to Infiltration it's Exchange Supplies, and then scroll all the way down, and they have 3 skin paints available every single weekend. They're always different. 1 hair dye, and then 1 paint for your bikes that are available as well. Also, if you're a new player, or newer player I should say, because brand new players won't have a surplus of blueprints to sell. But the way that you can obtain this in-game currency is going to simply be by going here to sell blueprints. And for me personally, I'd mainly just like to sell the Haley blueprints because they nut you quite a bit. And then you just want to exchange a set of blueprints, and then just come back and exchange supplies. And then for a new player, even for any game players, the shop's not terrible. Definitely needs an overhaul, but for new players, it's going to be a lot more beneficial than it is for a player like me. But yeah, there's paints in there. Also, there are free skins with every single Void Abyss Colossus that releases. It's a bit difficult to obtain them, of course, because that's more so endgame content, but it is still very, very obtainable. And as for Infiltration Operation rewards, you also get 3 different paints. Oh, I actually don't have enough. That's I haven't played 400% very much. But yeah, and as for the whole skin situation, like I know I'm being, I'm being very, defensive of Nexon or whatever the case might be, but I'm not necessarily trying to defend Nexon, even though I do hold them in high regard personally speaking. I'm just trying to provide a little bit more of an understanding to the reason why they might be the way that they are. Sorry. But, and yeah, I'm not trying to necessarily like defend Nexon here or anything like that, but I just wanted to sort of, talk about this on a video and kind of maybe provide a possible reason as to why things are the way that they are in terms of the current skin situation that's going on. Also, they have all the reason they would need to charge more for universal skins, but they don't. They're the same price as the exclusive skins, which I think is, I think that's amazing. I think we should be very appreciative of that. And just the simple fact that, like the universal skins, they have every reason in the world to charge more for them, right? Because these skins are applicable to multiple characters and not just one. They could charge $30 or $40 or whatever. Trust me, I don't want them to. I don't even have the money for that. I'm sure a lot of you don't either. But I think we should, approach the skin situation with maybe a little bit more gratitude and a little bit less critiquing and, just like tearing Nexon down and saying all these other things about them. And of course, I know I'm not going to stop every person who does that, right? The game's still going to have haters. There's still going to have people who are, more entitled than others, so to speak, and stuff like that. But again, I just wanted to provide a little bit of insight, put my 2 cents in, so to speak. And personally, I am happy with the current skin situation. It's a lot for me to personally keep up with, but thankfully, 90% of the skins that they've been releasing recently are not limited time offers. They are going to be in the shop permanently until the game shuts down. So I think we should be very, very appreciative of that, But yeah, let me know down in the comments below how you feel about it. We can talk about it. And yeah, let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. Please be respectful about it, and we can have a civil discussion about it. That's all I want, right? Like, that's all I want with any video that I put out. I just want to be able to talk about it with you guys. You know, I don't want either of us, anyone coming at each other for anything or anything like that. That's not what that's not what I'm here to do. That's not why I do this. I just want to talk about the game. I love the game. You know, I'm sure that a lot of people who watch my videos love the game too, and we just want to talk about it, right? But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.